Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, I'm SocioPsycho and this is StarCraft 2 Wings of Liberty on Brutal Mission 14. Let's get right to it.
New Folsom is ripe for the taking, man. Every voice that was ever raised against Minsk is pinned up inside those walls. We let all them prisoners loose, and he'll never know what hit him. Just let me know when you're ready to pull the trigger.
Where's Tosh? I thought he'd be here by now.
He already left the ship. I thought you... Sir, we have an incoming transmission. It's highly encrypted.
Patch it through.
Well, well. The infamous Jim Raynor. My name is Nova. We should talk.
Now what would one of Mink's pet ghosts have to say to me?
Tosh is lying to you.
Get Tosh on comms. I'm sure he's listening in anyway, encrypted or not.
We Spectres be the future. You just couldn't handle it, little girl.
Every ghost that became a Spectre has gone on a psychotic killing spree. The ones I've captured are held in New Folsom.
Don't listen to her, brother. Help me bust these Spectres from New Folsom, and we'll bring down Minks together.
Tosh wants to reactivate his Spectre buddies, using the substances you helped him collect. New Folsom is full of psychopathic killers. Do you really want to release them into the galaxy?
I be helping you against Minsk, and my people will too. She won't even join you.
He's a psychotic time bomb. He'll be on your side, right up until he puts a knife in your back.
This be the moment of truth. Make your choice.
So here we have a choice in between Tosh or Nova. Nova will give us the allotment of ghosts, which have sort of a EMP discharge, which eliminates energy and shields, and a snipe ability, where the Spectres have sort of a AoE splash damage type deal. For story purposes, we'll go with Tosh.
You should have told me what you were really planning, Tosh. But I'll take your word over Dominion assassins any day. We've come this far together. May as well see it through.
You've made a poor choice, Mr. Raynor.
I know I could count on you, brother. Now let's go and bust open New Folsom. Uploading New Folsom data now. Feast your eyes on this, brother.
They're locked down tight. Nova must have tipped them off. We're gonna need an army to break into that place now.
Even an army couldn't get you in there. But one man, one Spectre in the right place, can find a way in.
Then our progress is all up to you, Tosh. I'll push my boys as hard as I can, but they're gonna need your help to gain ground.
Sure, you sit back this time. I'll take the lead and clear the way. Just keep sending troops to keep the pressure on, and I'll do the rest.
There are 2 cell blocks containing military prisoners outside the main compound. If we break those open, we could probably count on help from the inmates.
What else?
There's a Dominion base right by the main prison entrance. Take that out and the guards will retreat. The prisoners can handle it from there.
All right, Tosh. You ready for this?
I've been waiting a long time for this. I'm ready.
So this is probably one of my most enjoyable missions. I really like it. You don't get to see many of these styles.
Let's just see about that. Maybe yes, maybe no. With my cloaking abilities, I can take out all these guards. They'll never see me. I do. That turret across the bridge. It can see me and alert its allies if I get too close, even with my stealth. I can use a psionic explosion to take out groups of Marines. A little trick I call Mind Blast. It's just...
Hang in there, Tosh. My boys are moving in to back you up.
Remember, just keep sending in troops, and I'll do the rest.
So in this mission, Jim Raynor is going to be supplying us troops, and we are infiltrating into the base with Tosh, who is a cloaked unit. Now, the reason why we're progressing up as we have is because the army is coming right behind us and want to make sure that we had enough time in order to get established. I really enjoy this mission, and we're going to try to do it in a very high-paced speed mentality. So one thing I don't like about this is the fact that all your armory and research lab equipment type upgrades that you've gotten till this point do not matter. Jim Raynor starts, his troops are a basic level. They don't have any of the special upgrades or anything like that. And it sort of is a disconnect in between the progress that you've made thus far and the mission itself. For balance reasons, I really don't see how it would make a big deal, and it would tie it into like the progression of a character more. I don't know if it's a shortcoming on the developmental side or just a personal decision that they wanted to decide to do. Either way, it's a little disappointing.
Good work, Tosh. We're pushing on toward the front line.
Damn screed. When I need energy, I can use consumption to get more. I just steal a little life from an ally. The more life they have, the more energy. It don't hurt much.
So the plan here is to take out these tanks. This middle tank was a hero tank, that's why it looked different and more imposing. We're not going to waste time moving back around, we're going to go up.
Our allies are being attacked.
Damn screed.
Tosh, you're nearing the first military cell block now. Releasing the prisoners might buy us some allies.
Once we knocked out that missile turret which could detect us, we're going to wait here with the army, consume when it's ready on the Marauder because it has the most health, it'll give us the most energy, and the heals that we get are nice. So we should be able to go up into this next area and capture it with ease.
Yes, maybe no.
The army will make whatever progress they make in the meantime, but the army's not going to be able to advance into the next enemy base anyway, so it doesn't make sense to take out that bunker. Seeing how we are on a time push, we're going to hit as hard and fast as we possibly can.
It's just
Our allies are being attacked.
Nice work, Tosh. Freeing those prisoners will really help us out.
I was kind of hoping to feed off of that guy, as I don't have any energy, so I'm going to have to come up here and fight. That's a little unfortunate because, as time-wise goes, it's nice to just keep the momentum up and going, to keep pushing into the enemy. Now we need all of our energy, so we're going to ignore that little group.
Our allies are being attacked.
damn screed.
That Raven is a serious problem that we will get rid of. And we'll even Mind Blast it, which will stop its movement, so now we can get rid of it with ease. Come around and get rid of the missile turret, and then swing to the front.
Our allies are being attacked.
Those ghosts, the sniper ability on those ghosts really hurt. But we used... Fortunately, the army was fairly large at that time. The timing just worked out great. So we were able to push up, get rid of that turret, and the army didn't fail us. We're 8 minutes and we almost have a second base. This is a very good timing. We're really pushing up hard.
Let's do this.
Our allies are being attacked.
I'm glad those tanks shot at the army and not me, because that missile turret was not down yet, and I'm not sure I would have been able to survive that attack of 2 siege tanks hitting me.
Our allies
This is a
are
point
being
where I would
attacked.
love to move forward and continue pushing in, but I have no energy and no health, so I need to recuperate a little bit before I can push forward.
Maybe no. Damn sweet. It's just zero.
You're close to the second military cell block, Tosh. Feel like making some new friends?
Don't you worry about us, Tosh. We'll keep them busy while you free the prisoners.
Yes, maybe no.
We're rolling now. Keep them busy while we establish our forward position.
Rainer's forces just captured the
Allies
next
are being
base,
attacked.
and this should be the final little checkpoint.
Now those boys are free, we can bust this place wide open. Great job, Tosh.
I do what I want to do.
Tosh, we got a nuke ready for launch. Paint a target. Just don't call the strike in too close.
Let's do
Nuclear
this.
missiles ready.
So in this situation, while we do have 4 nukes, we do not want to use a nuke on this doorway. You need to save your nukes for a little bit further in. Even though it may slow you down a little bit here, it will save you more time in the end. 4 health. Sometimes you just have to play it crazy. It'd be nice if that tank went for the SUVs.
Not enough energy. Our allies are being attacked.
It's just. Let's do
Here comes another Raven. I think that bunker should burn down. Yep, there we go. So as you can see, getting through the main gate does take a little bit more time.
Let's just see about that.
Our allies are being attacked.
Yes.
But it's about those slow progressions in this final base, which really
Our
matter.
allies are being attacked.
Let's do this.
Our allies are being attacked.
Another freaking Raven.
Not enough energy.
I would love to just mind blast that entire group, but I have no energy whatsoever. There was a perfect little cluster of all those enemies.
Let's just.
Our allies are being attacked.
Let's do this. Let's just. Damn.
We should be firing a second nuke here pretty soon. We'll do it up on top of a rampway, getting rid of the next line of defenses.
Let's do this. Damn sweet. You asking or telling?
Now if you play it on hard or normal or anything else, on this mission, the difference will be the amount of enemies you face. So there won't be as many hero units, there won't be as many overall difficulty.
What I want to do. Let's just see about that. Maybe yes, maybe no.
It's important not to get too overzealous. We need to try to wait out for reinforcements.
Not enough energy.
The Raven fired a landmine, and I really thought that mine was coming towards me, and it flew right over my head, and I'm like, oh!
Being attacked.
So by getting rid of both of these barracks and this side's entrenched positions while we save that nuke, we just cripple. They have no more infantry now. They only have some slight mech units and air, and air is really not going to help them in this regard. I need to take out the tech lab, which would create more Ravens. Of course, apparently they had one still in queue. We get rid of the Ravens and we can move on, take some more of the structures out of Tosh without having to worry too much.
Our allies are being attacked.
Hopefully I can get some distance with this army, because the next one on the mini-map is a little further away. Ah, another freaking Raven. We can pop up our shield, and that's definitely nice to have. So we're 18 minutes in, and we have the base pretty much destroyed. Tank's doing pretty good on the other side, which I definitely appreciate. Thank you, little tank. And they just have a few buildings left. We should be able to clean this up. And on Brutal, we will actually beat the speedrun achievement that's for hard or normal. Like I said, I really enjoy this mission. I find it one of the more fun ones because it's unique. You don't get to see this style of play where you get support in this manner.
You just unleashed a nightmare on all of us, Raynor. Heaven help you now.
And the walls come tumbling down. Be free, my brothers and sisters. Your new life awaits.
So there we have it. 18 minutes and 48 seconds. And it says on hard difficulty 25. Oh, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. 6 minutes roughly faster. 4 health on lowest Tosh health, but you know what? If you're gonna be fast, you have to take some risks.
"50 years and no one's ever escaped from New Folsom. But we broke it open in an afternoon.
I can hardly believe we pulled it off.
You guys did good. Now me and my specters will finish the job. We'll kill Minsk and burn his dominion to the ground.
Overthrowing Mansk is just the start. This is about building a better tomorrow. Don't you see? We just released every scientist, philosopher, and free thinker that ever challenged Mansk's rule. That was our real victory today.
You really that naive? Tomorrow there'll be a new Minsk, and another one after that. Your great shining dream of the future is just an illusion.
So if it's all so bleak, why are you here, Tosh? What do you get out of all this?
Same thing as you, brother. I don't quit till Minsk is dead.
Vengeance doesn't factor into this. Our revolution's about freedom.
You'll see that better future, Matt. But it ain't for the likes of us. Thought you'd want to hear. Tosh is officially thrown in with our little revolution. He's gonna lend us his specters to help out.
You sure got a soft spot for wayward psychics, Jimmy. Setting those freaks loose ain't smart. Old Meg's got 'em locked up for a reason.
Meg's locked them up because they were just weapons to him. They deserve a shot at living their lives outside a cage, just like anyone else.
Breaking news. Reports coming in today suggest... What's that? We're going to Kate, but
The Dominion's highest value prisoners are loose tonight after a daring raid broke open New Folsom Prison. Dominion security forces are on high alert as some of the prisoners were former members of Project Shadowblade, which we've discovered to be a subversive offshoot of the Dominion's Ghost program. A number of political dissidents were also freed during the attack.
do we know who did this, Kate? Was it Raynor's Raiders?
The evidence we have suggests it was, Donnie.
There you have it. Jim Raynor, making our world just a little more dangerous tonight. From the UNN studios on Core Hall, I'm Donnie Vermillion.
More dangerous for the real bad guys, Donnie. You should be worried. I took a big chance with you and your specters, Tosh. I hope Nova wasn't right about you.
Don't go believing that little girl's lies. This Spectre procedure affects everyone differently. But we're all still human. It's our choice whether to become Spectres. Not hers, not yours, and not Mink's. Choice be the only true freedom anyone gets.
But can I trust him? Can I trust you?
Don't you worry, Nan. We'll fight for you right to the end. All my brothers and sisters, we owe you everything.
New Folsom Prison. I thought you might want to remember this and how we broke out New Folsom Prison. The Magnus Domain, I'm with you all the way, brother. Gabriel Tosh.
Jim, I've been investigating the claims that Nova made about the Spectres turning into psychotic killers.
So what'd you find out?
Honestly, there's no evidence that Spectres are any more prone to aberrant behavior than ordinary people. A sudden increase in psionic ability could induce a psychotic break, but Spectres aren't the monsters we were led to believe. Nova lied to us.
That Tosh character gave me the data for building more Spectre gear. You sure we can trust that guy? I heard he was into brainwashing or something.
Tosh can only recruit volunteers to become Spectres. That's the deal. He works them hard so they won't go off the rails when they get their full Spectre powers. No brainwashing involved.
Good to know. Wouldn't want any of those freaks running loose causing trouble. Aside from Tosh, that is.
So, we will look at the armory, see what we have available here. We have Marines, upgrade life, and the stim packs, which increases our damage and movement speed. That's definitely nice. And Marauder plus 25 life. These are basic units, which we really should have gotten. As far as Spectre upgrading goes, I don't really use Spectres. I'm sure there's some areas or some missions where I could, it doesn't fit into my plan.
Most days, I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Just chasing my damn tail.
No. We followed your lead from the start. It's your sense of justice that's kept us on this road.
Matt, my interest in justice burned out a long time ago. I've spent my whole life fighting. I've killed. I've ordered good men to their deaths. And for what? Finishing this thing with Minsk. It's all I have left. It's guys like you that'll build something better after all the smoke clears.
That's because you gave us something to believe in, sir. I'll never give up the fight. That's a promise.
So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Mission 14. I am a SocioPsycho. I thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.